Ukrainians are edging closer to those knockout stages after they picked up their first 3 points of the campaign as North Macedonia become the first nation to officially crash out. We'll take a look at that and more next. Right, folks, back once again with another match review. Looking back, of course, at Ukraine versus North Macedonia, Group C, in the Euros, and we'll get to that in 1 second. If you're new, smash your subscribe button to keep you banging today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Euro 2020 related. Whoa, football, what are we going to know here? I know what Ruskies, boys and girls. Of course, North Macedonia are officially out of the tournament, the first team to crash out, but the Ukrainians, of course, are one step closer to those knockout stages. I think the worst they could finish is third, and of course, with 3 points on the board, they've got a good chance that they could get over the line. Of course, we'll have to wait and see about that officially as to who will go through and who will go home. Anyway, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. Of course, thank you for your continued support, and of course, if you're new, smash your subscribe. So here we go. Kick it all back off then, shall we, have the old review. Here we go. Take a look at Ukraine 2-1 winners over North Macedonia. Andrei Yarmolenko got his second goal of the campaign on the 29th minute. A cheeky little effort. I think it was a bit of a back heel to him, and then he slots it home from a set piece. I think it was a corner in the end to give them the lead. Then it was Yarmolenko and Yaremchuk also getting his second goal as well. As of course Ukraine gave themselves a quick fire double bubble. Of course they had a quick fire double bubble against the Dutch, but ultimately they did lose that one. They couldn't keep their heads. Same could be said here. Of course the quick fire double bubble gave them, of course, a 2-goal lead, and then Alioski from the penalty spot, right? Wasn't it from the penalty spot? To get himself over the line to give them a goal anyway, to make it a little bit hairy. Ukraine also had a penalty late on that was missed, or saved, should I say. So yeah, apparently it's the 4th penalty out of 5 that's been saved or missed so far in the Euros. But anyway, 53% possession for the Ukrainians, 47% for North Macedonia. But again, once again, that's the big stat there, or the big number, is the fact that they're going home with absolutely, they're going to go home. Well, they could get 3 points, of course, make it a little interesting, but they cannot finish 4th. They can only finish 4th. Take a look at some of the stats then for you. 17 shots on the day for Ukrainians, 6 off target, 8 of them on target, and of course 2 in the back of the net. As for the North Macedonia, 13 shots in the day, 5 of them on target, 6 off the target, and of course a couple blocked as well. Take a look at some of the other key figures there for you. We'll take a look at touches. 580 touches for North Macedonia, 636 for Ukraine, 450 passes as well for the Ukrainians, and 400 for North Macedonia. Possession, we talked about that briefly, 53-47. As for the pass success rate, 87% for Ukrainians, 85% for North Macedonia. It just goes to show even smaller nations do have immaculate football at the international level. They are the best of their respective nations, and of course the stats do not lie here. Of course, 8 free kicks apiece, corners as well going in favour. In fact, it was identical, 5 apiece as well. So set pieces were quite even down the middle. Let's take a look at some of the other action here. This is the what is this? This would be the shot grid, and I believe the light blue is Ukraine, with the grey/green, depending on what colourblind status you are, is North Macedonia. Look at this crazy son of a bitch, number 16. Well, he shoots it way out of bounds. What's that all about? He's like worse than me. Some other little bangers and long range efforts as well, and of course a couple of goals to save the boot. Let's take a look at the heat maps then. Here is Ukrainians coming at you, preferring down the I'm thinking they're coming down this left hand side here. That's the Shinchenko side, isn't it? Yes, of course he's occupying a midfield slot for Ukraine, but again, very attacking, very dominant in midfield, and of course maybe a little bit further forward as well. As for the North Macedonians, goalkeepers very active on this side, and again coming down the right hand side seems to be the preferred option for North Macedonia in this match. Anyway, take a look at the touch grid then, shall we? This is the same sort of deal. Again, keeper is here, action zones are up here, and again looking down the left hand side you can see more touches are happening on the left hand side, so that's something for the other statisticians for the final game for the Ukrainians opposition to look at. As for Macedonia, again the keeper very busy, and again coming down this right hand side, which again is their left hand side, so that's where all the action seemed to have been in this match. What else do we got? The starting lineups. Here we go. Georgia Bushkan between sticks, Matvienko, Sabriani as well. Mikolenko, one of the up and coming left backs, only 22 years of age. Of course, Alexander Karyev as well. Taras Stavichenko, Alexander Shinchenko, Mikola Shakiprento, Ruslan Misklovsky, and Anthony Yarmolenko and Roman Yaremchuk. Now, I tell you what. Now, I've been impressed with the Ukrainians so far. Yes, it's only been the bloody North Macedonians and the Dutch. I'm not saying they're going to go all the distance, but I think these can cause some problems in the latter stages. We already see the likes of maybe Wales going through. We already know the Dutch are through. We already know the Belgians are through. Italians as well. But these guys are... any of the big boys, they would want to avoid the Ukraine. You just don't know what you're going to get. I know the Dutch beat them, but only bloody just, in front of the home fans as well. So these are awkward. Ukraine are going to be awkward, and you don't want to play them. I know they've been beaten already once, and they're not even guaranteed to, well, they're not necessarily guaranteed to go through either. But just look at them. That defence is actually quite strong when you look at it. Of course, Matviyenko and Yarmolenko, maybe in another 5 years' time, could be the cream of the bloody crop right there. In fact, they've got some real good depth in there. This other 18-year-olds are absolutely insane. Average age 26.1 as well, and of course some experienced heads scoring goals. Two goals apiece for Yarmolenko and Yaremchuk up top. That's a crazy sort of stuff. As for their opposition, of course, North Macedonia. Fair play to them. Good credit for their performance. We have Dimitrescu between the sticks. Mussolini, Volkovsky, Rostovsky, Ademi as well, with Sprilyovsky, Nikolov, Alieski, Bardi, Ilafilmas, and of course Goran Pandev. So we'll take a look at the subs. We did see the likes of Udward Sobol coming on, Sergei Shuchich, Viktor Tereschenkov, and Artem Bezidin coming on. As for their opposition, Daniel Aramovsky, Kirill Restivsky, Alexander Trotkovsky, Darko Chulinov, and Ivan Treshkovsky. Take a look at the old action, well, the sort of match ratings, not from me, but from the guys at sofa.com. Andriy Yarmolenko got an 8.1, but it's 8.6 for Stol Dimitrevsky, the man of the match. Of course, probably wouldn't give him the man of the match on the losing side. It's hard to take that. Ruslan Maliovsky as well with a 7.9 on the opposite end. So again, like I said, these guys are going to be awkward to beat, whoever you are. And as you see down the bottom there, penalty, of course, converted by Alieski. And of course, where I'm sitting, that's the missed penalty by the Ukrainians as well. But yeah, like I said, young squad here, these Ukrainians. This could be the golden generation. Of course, they were buoyed on a mini golden generation with Rebrov and of course Shevchenko. But I think this team is going to cause some problems. I do. As long as they get through, of course. We've got 3 points might not be enough, and we're going to see who they wrap up their matchup, because I can't think right now. It's not the Dutch. It's the Austrians, right? They'll wrap it up against the Austrians with a winner takes second spot placement as well. Quick look at what's been on social media then, shall we? Let's have a look at Mane, aka I don't even know who that is. Ukraine was incredible in the first half, but not North Macedonia. Just does not quit. No points to show for it yet, but the effort is inspiring. Anika Shakar said, "Dear, I need to charge my bloody phone. Dear North Macedonians, you already won hearts of many. Love from India." Mr. Fox said, "What a game, Yarmolenko. Football is my religion." Said, "Congratulations to Ukraine on their first win at the Euros. Hard luck to Macedonia. Great game. Really good to see the smaller countries compete like they mean business and creating plenty of chances. Brilliant Euros so far. CD Parasat. Only 2 words for North Macedonia. Proud and brave. A small country fighting like this shows nothing is impossible. Very gutted that they ain't got any points in this game. They deserved at least a point, but I can bet you all this North Macedonia team is going to rock in the future. Fantastic fighting spirit. A team inspired by football legend. Wow, they really did well. Yarmolenko was fantastic, was Mr. Fasali. Terrible game in defence, and in the second half of Ukraine, Macedonia played well. H. Stefan said the 2 keepers were outstanding. Even Maliovsky was great. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section about this, and of course the results. Taking a look at the situation in the table, of course the Dutchies are through after their win against the Austrians, of course, and they look good as well. For the Ukraine sits second, of course, with their goal difference, much better than Austria, who sit in third at the moment with the North Macedonia out. And the reason that they are out is that they'll take on the Dutchies last, which will give them a maximum of 3 points if they were to win. And of course, if Ukraine or Austria beat each other, they would also leave one other team on 3 teams. But it's the head-to-head, and considering North Macedonia lost to Ukraine and lost to Austria, they will lose the head-to-head, so they cannot move anywhere up than fourth. That's it. So they are home and host. Let me know your thoughts about that as well. But that's it, boys and girls. That is it. Job done for Ukraine. Of course, edging closer to the knockout stages, the North Macedonians are going to go home, but they've got one leg game left to play, and they're going to play it with pride. Let me know your opinions about Macedonia. Have they let you down? Have they done you proud? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Of course, and hopefully they can look forward to maybe even getting a win or something from the final game up against Austrians. But until then, against the Dutchies, actually, the Dutchies. Until then, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. See you soon for the next one, whenever that may be. And I'm out.